Ah, those early 2000s forums. Oh boy, were they insane. People had all kinds of problems with their laptops, yet they always reached a dead end. So I guess as a result, you can probably imagine what happened to all these unfortunate people with unfortunate laptops. Well, they just all went to waste, and yeah, they never got the help they needed. And it's not like the manufacturers could help either. Alright, so recently I've been having a lot of emotional issues, so it's been kind of harder for me to actually make a scrutinized tech video. And I just am not in a good place right now, so I will try my best to make more videos and just help this grow and just help this channel grow. So let's just get right into the specs and not waste any time. Alright, so the Toshiba Satellite M65-S9062 comes standard with an Intel Pentium M740 processor with a clock speed of 1.73 GHz. It comes standard with 512 megabytes of DDR2 SD RAM. The motherboard supports up to 2 gigabytes. It comes standard with a Super Combo DVD-RW plus RDL/DVD RAM drive. It comes with a 1440 by 917 inch WXGA Plus display. It comes with integrated graphics labeled Intel GMA 900. And the bloatware pre-installed includes Adobe Acrobat, ArcSoft Showbiz, CAEZ Firewall, drivers and utilities of course, Google Toolbar, Intervideo WinDVD5, MegaV Virus Scan, damn it, Microsoft Office OneNote, Microsoft Windows Media Player 10, oh, okay, Microsoft Works, Sonic Solutions Drive Letter Access, holy shit, Sonic Solutions Record Now, basic for Toshiba, oh my gosh, it's so bloaty, Toshiba Config Free, Toshiba Custom Utilities, Toshiba Express Media Player, and Toshiba Notebook Maximizer. I bet you can imagine why I don't have this bloatware installed. I don't need to explain it. Alright, so here we go. This is the Toshiba Satellite M65, and these are notorious for failure with the GPU and all, but this one has integrated graphics, so hang on, let's take a look at this. First of all, let's talk about the accessibility here. Start with the hard drive, the battery, and then we'll get to the hard drive. So as you can see, this is the battery. It's easily removable. So that's that, easily done. Now the hard drive. Alright, there we go. Actually, hang on. So yep, that's where the hard drive is, and you can remove it easily. Ow. Yes, so here is the hard drive, and I think this is the original one. I'm not sure, but it's supposed to go back in this way. This is definitely not as accessible as the P25. Now this thing is, I think, one of the first, if not the first, low-end 17-inch laptop. This was meant to be lightweight and consumer-friendly, not heavy, and kind of quiet. As a result, these things overheat and Yeah, these things had a ton of failures. And there, it only has 1 stick of memory here from Micron, but you can put in 2. Now, let's get to the ports, I guess, and then get to the main review. So let me flip this back over. Here we have the DVD-R drive. This is a CDRW drive as well. Super combo, but not a DVD-RW. On the front here we have a very strange spaceship design with the speaker vents, but you have a microphone and headphone jack, as well as the volume slider, which is common on Toshibas at the time. And here we have an express card slot on the top, and on the bottom a PCMCIA card reader. And here is the IEEE 1394 digital, the wireless switch, and USB 2.0, along with the phone port. And on the back here, we have the power jack. Oh, and actually the Ethernet port as well. S-Video, VGA, and 2 USB 2.0s. This thing is lacking quite a few ports, and this is actually pretty lightweight. If I put this back around the front, you can see just how lightweight and thin this is. This thing is pretty thin. It only gets thicker around the speaker areas and where the fans are, but the thickness remains relatively consistent throughout the laptop. And of course, if we open it up, you can see this. It's still relatively thin. It's even thinner once the screen is up. But unfortunately, this does have a strange feeling when you open it. It feels pretty strange, like it can break any second. Almost forgot to mention, right here is the super combo card reader. It can read SD cards, XD cards, and memory stick pro cards. So actually that's not super combo, that's just combo, I guess. Alright, so here we have the Toshiba Satellite M65, and it's a generally low-end 17-inch laptop. It was mostly sold at Costco. It didn't really sell well in other retailers, and they offered a special deal, which is why these things sold the amount of units they did. Not plenty, but definitely enough. So this is actually plastic, although on first touch I thought it was rubber, but no, this is plastic, solid plastic. Toshiba laptops at the time got this weird crack by the latch always for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, this one definitely has it, and I just can't explain why it has it in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so we can actually open this up right now, and yeah, this thing has a pretty good design, and the speaker vents kind of continue onto the top here, and your status lights are right there. They're actually labeled too. You may be wondering where the mouse buttons are at. Well, they're right here. Actually, this one is a little bit worn, so you can't hear the click, and this is kind of dented inwards. It's not supposed to look like this, but yeah, it did see a lot of wear through its life, but it still looks pretty good. It was really dirty when I got it, very dusty, but I was able to make it look nice. And the only problem with the keyboard here is the space bar. It feels like it has a piece of gum underneath it, and for that reason I'm going to be using an external keyboard. Yeah, so it won't affect the review. I tested out the keyboard myself. It was alright, but yeah, I'll just do this, and then we can now get to the review. And actually, let me move the camera up here, and I think we should be good. very mediocre speakers actually. Let me actually lower the volume from here. The physical volume slider. Yeah, the screen looks pretty good in person. I don't know if the camera can capture it nice, but it looks great in my end. And obviously you can increase the brightness or lower it, but it's pretty bright on my end. So actually we can go to Vlc Media Player for no reason. Okay. Yeah, you can watch movies. I actually tested this out before, but actually that was before I replaced the CMOS battery, and as a result, yeah, it went through that cycle again. It happens every time. It's no big deal though. We can do Sonic Robo Blast too. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short review. I mean, this is going to be probably the only review on YouTube of this thing, really. But hey, whatever. Start from scratch here. Let me try using this keyboard actually. Alright. Actually, for a Pentium M processor, this is pretty nice. Not really any lag actually. Running really well. Big difference from a Pentium 4. Big difference. Wow, no lag, really. Since Windows XP can't really reach 60 frames all that often, it's not the game's fault that it's not at 60 frames though. Ooh, too far. And 99% of the M65s were actually sold with discrete graphics. This one happens to have integrated graphics, which is why it's so good, and doesn't have lines on the display like 99% of the other M65s. But yeah, this one's okay because it doesn't have lines on the screen. Running really well actually. Okay, I don't know why I took damage there. No big deal. Okay, I don't understand why I took damage there. But anyway, yeah, that's the boss. I'm surprised the game runs better on this than the Satellite P25, even though it has 3 fans and excellent cooling and discrete graphics. This is just insane how this thing is actually working well, and on top of that with integrated graphics too. You'd think it would be slower since it has to process the display as well, but no, this is running really well actually. When you could actually connect to the internet with this thing, I bet you this probably was a really great experience on here. But of course, I'm sorry for the people that bought this thing new with the discrete graphics, which 99% of these were made with. Actually, this thing has a very similar chipset to the mid-range and higher-end Acer Aspire 9500 models. So they were both sold with the same Pentium M processor, and I think both of them were sold with discrete graphics. Not Nvidia, they were both, I think, sold with ATI, which is like the bad guys in 17-inch laptop GPUs. But no, I think that these are good. That these integrated graphics ones are better. They've aged better, and on top of that, they still work fine. They don't have lines on the screen. If you're trying to buy one of these from eBay, well, they're kind of rare, so yeah, good luck. But it's not easy to find one of these without lines on the display, and you want to know why? It's because on the laptop itself, when it was new and fresh out of the box, it never actually had a label showing that it came with a graphics card. So it only said Pentium M, had the Windows XP sticker, and the SRS premium sound. It didn't say ATI blah blah blah. It just said, it just had all the stickers that were on this thing, and plus the original factory stickers that, you know, showcased the laptop a little bit. But no, it really never had any. Didn't really have any sticker showing what GPU it had. So yeah, there is absolutely no way to tell them apart. You just have to look at the images and hope the seller took a picture of the display and check if there are lines on the screen or not. And actually, there's a problem with many early 17-inch laptops. They all had problems with lines on the display, but believe it or not, there is just one type of them affected by this. The ATI GPUs, which were installed in 99% of these, all received major malfunctions and several flaws. It's because the GPUs weren't really meant to support the brightness and resolution of the display. It was just, they fit those graphics cards on there without realizing the consequences, and as a result, these early 17-inch laptops got lines on the display. But the Nvidia models, I mean, 17-inch laptops in the 2000s, early 2000s, which had Nvidia GPUs, they actually didn't have this issue at all. But Nvidia GPUs were more expensive, even though they still offered the same performance. It's just the ATI GPUs were cheaper, and they seemed to be better for gaming and whatnot, but they didn't realize the consequences of their decisions. And everyone thought it was alright, but obviously not. As a result, there are a lot of early 2000s laptop models which I can't find because of those flaws. And actually, the problem with that is that a lot of them came with ATI graphics cards. But here's the real problem. A lot of them, regardless if they have Nvidia GPUs or not, a lot of them you can't even find on eBay. But I know one thing for sure, the Acer Aspire 1800, which is my most desired laptop, I really want it bad. All of them came with ATI GPUs, and I don't think there have been any of them with integrated graphics since they were only sold with Pentium 4s. So yeah, I don't think that there are any good ones out there. Alright, so that's it for that. Now, I'm mostly done with the review, but there is another thing I can check out here. Let's see here, yeah, the speakers are alright. No bass, but it's alright. There's obviously other music on here too, but I'm not gonna play for copyright shit and all that. Yeah, I think that's about it. We can shut down the computer.